Hello, everybody. This is going to be our MRS21 Fall 2020 midterm review, question number 1. And so we've done a bunch of these and we did this in class, but let's go over again for everyone who missed class or just need to go over this again. So we're solving a system of equations and algebraically. So we are not going to use a calculator in this one. In this case, we're going to try to kind of cancel things out. We're probably using elimination. And so in this situation, what we're going to see here is that we're noticing that none of the variables have any similar coefficients or opposite coefficients. They're not the same or opposites of each other. So we can't easily cancel any particular letter out, right away. But we do notice that when that's the case, we do want to notice that there is a variable, one of the variables has a coefficient of 1. And because of this, that's what we're going to use to cancel out the other, that's the equation, that's the variable to cancel out in the other equations. And when that variable just happens to be a, because we have one a in equation number 3. So we're going to cancel out the a's between these two equations. So the very first thing we'll do is we're going to write out the equation a minus 3b plus 6c equals 39. And we want to cancel out the 3a in the second equation. So for that to happen, we want opposite coefficient. So we're going to multiply both sides by -3. We'll distribute. Again, I'm drawing some rainbows here. So we have -3a minus 3b. Oh, sorry, not minus 9b. Almost messed up there. So minus 9b. Oh, plus 9b actually. Oh, it is late. And then minus 18c is equal to, again, this is -3, so -3 times 39 is going to be -90 plus -27 is -117. And now we're going to match this up with 3a, the first equation, 3a plus 2b minus 2c equal to -21. And we combine these together, we're going to get, well, these, the -3a and the +3a cancels are out, heading downwards. We'll have 11b minus 20c is equal to -138. So now we got rid of the variable a in pair equations, giving us one equation with the variable b and c. We're going to use that third equation again to cancel out the a's between the second and third equation. So again, we're going to take a look here and rewriting a minus 3b plus 6c is equal to 39 again. And our goal here is going to be now, we're going to try to cancel out the 5a here. So to cancel out the 5a, we need opposite value here. So multiply both sides by -5. So we get -5a plus 15b plus, oh, sorry, minus 30c is equal to, well, 39 times 5, that should be like 195, I guess, right? 150 plus 45, 95, but -195. Okay, and so we're going to add that to the second equation, which is 5a plus 4b plus 3c. Oh, I forgot to put a c here. Plus 3c equal to 17. And we'll add downwards. And again, we see the a's cancels are out, the -5a and the +5a. We have 15 plus 4 is 19b. And -30c plus 3c is -27c. -195 plus 17 will be negative. I guess in this case, negative negative 178, I guess. Okay, so negative 178. It's kind of hard to see. You know, actually, no, I'll do this here. I'm gonna erase this because it's a little easier if I do the following. If I write on the side and move the number, like stuck in the corner. So we said negative 178. Okay, and I'm just gonna take this number and move it over here. Oops. This should not happen that way, so that's so weird. Let's see now. Put it back. Okay, again, I'm trying to move this over here. Negative 178. Okay, there you go. All right, so we have these two equations, and we have the two variables cancelled out. We notice that there's nothing they have in common. So let me rewrite them over here on this left side. I have 11b. Oh, let me use this color. 11b minus 20c equals neg 138. And 19b minus 27c equals negative 178. Right, so here's the thing. Again, we do not have anything we can simplify out. We can't divide any of these equations by common factor. We're just going to have to multiply both equations so that we can cancel out one letters here. And we're probably going to, I'm going to go with B. I cancel the B's now. So here, what I'm going to do is, because I want to cancel out the B's, and I have 11b on the top and 19 on the bottom, I'm going to multiply the top number by the coefficient of the bottom one, by 19. Okay? And so in this case, we're going to get 11 times 19 is 209. So 209b, that's 19 times 11, and then 19 times negative 20 is going to be negative 380. C, and then we said multiply 19 times negative 138. So we multiply that, we get negative 2,622. Okay? All right. Now, we want to cancel out the b's here, so just like we multiplied the top by 19, that was coefficient of the bottom b, we're going to multiply the bottom equation by the top coefficient for b, which is 11, except we want them to cancel each other out, so we're going to multiply by negative 11. All right, why? Because negative 11 times 19 will be negative 209, and so now I just add downwards. Probably a good trick to do. All right, so that's negative 11 times 19b, negative 11 times negative 27. We will get 297 C, and now negative 11 times negative 178. And we get no, actually positive though, because negative is positive, positive 1,958. Now we're going to add these two equations. And again, the b's cancel out. And so negative 380 plus 297 should be, let's see now, 80 minus 297. We should get negative 83c. And then negative 2,622, and add that with the 1,958. We should have, in this case, a negative 664. We divide both sides by negative 83 to find the value of C. And we get C is equal to 8. So we solved for one of them already, which is good, definitely good. And now we have to solve for the other two. Okay, so we will plug C into one of the equations. I'll pick the one on the left, 11b minus 20 equals negative 138. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one I use. I'll still get the value of b. So let's try this out. We have 11b minus 20 times 8. And we say this should be negative 138. So 11b minus 160 equals negative 138. And now we're going to, oops, sorry about that. Actually, okay, I'm going to try to erase this thing here. So I didn't mean to put the equal sign here yet. Because now I want to solve for b. And to do that, I definitely need to add 160 to both sides. I'll move down a little bit here. And so we'll get 11b is equal to, well, negative 138, or negative 138 plus 160 should be a positive 22. Divide both sides by 11. B is equal to 2. So now we have two variables done. Now what we're going to do is find A. And to do that in this case, we're going to pick one of the equations, and I already know which one I'll pick in this case. I'm going to pick in this case the third one. Why? Because the third one has A all by itself. Okay, so here we go. We're going to plug into here. We got A minus 3 times B, which we found to be 2, plus 6 times C, which we found to be 8, should equal to 39. And so now we have A minus 6 plus 48 equals 39. A plus 42 equals 39. We're going to subtract both sides by 42. And we get A is equal to negative 3. Now to do our check. So now it's going to just bring up the screen here, and I'm just going to actually copy these equations over again because it's easier because my handwriting is dreadful. So let me just copy this, and I'll just end up pasting this down here so we can do our check. Okay, paste, paste, there you go. All right, so now remember we're going to plug in our values here for A, B, and C, starting with our first equation, the 3A plus 2B minus 2C equals negative 21. So we have, does 3 times negative 3 plus 2 times 2 minus 2 times 8, does that equal to negative 21? Well, that's negative 9 plus 4 minus 16, and we get negative 5 minus 16, that's negative 21, and that's equal to negative 21. So that works out great. Now for our second equation, get 5a plus 4b plus 3c equals 17. So does 5 times negative 3 plus 4 times 2 plus 3 times 8, does that equal to 17? Well, question mark here. Negative 15 plus 8 plus 24. This is equal to negative 7 plus 24. That's equal to 17, actually. 17 equals 17. Check. And now finally, for a third equation. So here, the third equation is going to be the last one we have here, which is A minus 3B plus 6C equals 39. So does, well, negative 3, that's what A is equal to, minus 3 times 2 plus 6 times 8. Will that equal to 39? And so negative 3 minus 6 plus 48, that's negative 9 plus 48. Yeah, that's 39. 39 equals 39, so that checks out as well too. And so we see in this case the three values check into all three equations. Works out fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. I'll mix full screen. All right, so this is how we're going to be working our question here through a system of equations. And don't forget that check, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure you work everything out, because the check really is to help you out, though. So just know that it's not just something that's wasting time. It is to make sure you're doing the work and doing work carefully. Gotta show all the work here.